Hi, welcome to the hidden world of dentistry. I'm Kevin, a dentist in Chicago, and I'm about to show you a root canal on tooth number 2. When I first started out, learning through watching others was one of the best ways I knew how to improve my skills. So I hope some of you find this useful. This video is captured as I work, and my field of view is much bigger than what my camera can record. So I apologize in advance for anything that seems out of focus or is slightly off screen. All right, let's jump right in. Okay, so this is tooth number 2. Seems to have a large crown on it already. Looks kind of like an onlay to me. Whatever the case, we're gonna do a root canal through it. Perfect. We're accessing very, very carefully since it's through a crown or through previous restorative material. We got to be very, very careful. Looking for the mesial pulp horn. That's the one I always look for. If we can just find the mesial pulp horn and very carefully expose it a little bit, then we can even put some anesthetic right through the mesial pulp horn into the tooth. Let's see if I'm able to do that this time here. All right, we've accessed the tooth. Beautiful. Just expanding the access with the endozebra here. Nice. Endozebra is very, very, very useful for me. It's one of my favorite burrs. It's non-end cutting, so your chances of perforating are very low. But it's side cutting. So once you're in the chamber, you can just clean out all the walls of the canals really easily with minimal fear of perforating. Awesome. Love to see it. Cleaning as we go. Perfect. Widening the orifice chambers. Widening the orifice openings with orifice openers. Key step, very nice. Yeah. All right, it seems like I'm going into the palatal canal first, getting length on that. Typically, the first canal I like to go in is most likely the palatal on the top one, or the distal on a lower molar, just because those usually tend to be the easier ones to get a length on. And it's good to start with small wins to build your confidence. It also gives you a good benchmark of how long the other roots may be. Say if your palatal canal was 20 millimeters, you can expect your mesial and distal canals to be somewhere around there as well. And say if your palatal was 24, then you can expect your mesial and mesial distal buccal canals to be very similar to that as well. So yeah, we're just measuring the length of the canals right now, seeing what we get. Always cleaning as we go. Because every time we stick our hand file in there, we are actually filing a little bit, cleaning it out. So we definitely want to rinse it out as we go. And yeah, we're able to start with our rotary right now. Very nice, the white one. We stick it in all the canals, one at a time. And yeah, you can see how slowly we're letting it almost suck its way into the canal, and I'm pulling it out. You know, there's very small pushing motion the way I do the root canals here. I must have thought that one of the chambers or one of the canals are a little bit tight, so I'm going back in with an orifice opener just to widen it a little bit. And every time you generate debris, you need to rinse it out for sure. Yep, going back in with the white file, see if we can get a little bit closer to the apex. Perfect. Seems like we made length there. Nice. Nice. Seems like we made length as well. Again, perfect. Those look very nice to me. Yeah, now we can move on to the yellow. So we want to file instrument all the canals with the yellow. Beautiful. Nice, and then after the yellow we go on to the red. Perfect. So I actually can see the whole field of view when I'm working. Just our camera is a little bit, the capture area is a little bit smaller, so unfortunately it's cut off a little bit. But yep, after the red we go on to the blue. We definitely instrument all the buccal canals to the blue. Sometimes the palatal I'll instrument one step further to the green. Let's see if I do that right now. Oh, it seems like I stopped at the blue for the palatal as well. So yeah, we're just remeasuring length now. Double check that the length we got is correct. Oftentimes when we double check, we find that the length may be reduced by 0.5 or 1 millimeter if they were really curvy. If they were straight to begin with, usually it stays the same length. But it's always good to double check what your length is before you obturate. All right, it actually seems like I instrument the palatal to a green, as I was able to fit a green gutta-percha cone in there. So okay, great. Perfect, keep everything clean. One interesting side note is that you can notice that the rubber dam is starting to deteriorate in the back there. As you can start to see his kind of like gums popping through. Yeah, it's probably too concentrated doing the root canal to really notice that the rubber dam is deteriorating. Perfect. Obturate with our gutta-percha. Nice. We'll stick 2 in before we cut it out with our portable portable heater. Perfect. Then we pack it down. Nice. Clean as we go. Clean as we go. Clean as we go. Yeah, got the micro brush. Keep the chamber nice and clean. That way when we bond our core, it's nice and clean. A lot of surface area to bond to. And it just looks better on the x-rays and everything. especially if you're the specialist and you're gonna send this back to the general dentist. Having it super clean, the chamber super clean, I always get very impressed whenever I receive a super clean chamber. All right, so it seems like I'm electing to try to cut off this crown first before building up the core. Yep, when I cut off when I cut off a crown, I like to split it with a spoon excavator. And you can see both pieces come off. Relatively straightforward. Sometimes you gotta cut it extra. Yeah, definitely after all the pieces are off, we gotta make sure everything is nice and clean underneath it. No recurrent decay or anything like that. So yeah, we put on the bond. Beautiful. Nice. This time I'm starting with some flowable here. And then after the flowable, building up the wall with more flowable here. And then we're building up the core with normal core buildup material for the rest of the tooth here. Oh, nice. Nice. And I think we can bulk fill the rest of the tooth with the core from here on out. Yeah, we can put a bigger piece on. Nice. Nice. Use a white microbrush to shape the side of the core buildup material. Very nice. That way there's less for us to prep when we are refining the crown prep. So it's less of a prep and more of a refinement at that point. Awesome, very nice. Awesome. So this tooth is pretty much prepped already since we removed that old crown and we built up this core in a way that doesn't have excess core buildup material. So really all we need to do is refine at this point. So it should be pretty efficient. Yeah, you can see I'm using a gold diamond burr. Gold diamond is the finest diamond, and that's for refining. I also like using the gold diamond burr when I'm prepping around the distal of the terminal molar because it doesn't get caught as easily on the rubber dam. I like to complete the prep as much as possible under the rubber dam. So if the burr allows me to prep with the rubber dam there, perfect. Perfect. That looks like the nice final prep there. Nice. I'm just playing around with the rubber dam around the backside there. Beautiful. Well, that is it for this tooth. Stay tuned for next time. Thanks, guys. Ciao.